Hey guys, Andy Prepper here, talking more about the Bear Grylls line. We're talking about the Bear Grylls Parang Machete, which I think is probably one of the finest pieces out of this entire kit and series by Gerber. As I've said before, the Bear Grylls line, a little flashy for a lot of folks. A lot of people don't like the show, but honestly, decent gear overall if you know what it's for. This one being the Parang Machete, I think is a great item overall. Probably my favorite overall, other than the little mini multi-tool that I carry all the time. But for a nice item for a decent price, I like this Parang Machete. Never owned a Parang before until this one. I've got another one since. This is the one I don't use. This is my kind of showcase one that I just keep stored away. I'll talk about the Sheath here in a minute. But this machete runs you about $30 these days, give or take. Walmart, etc. You'll find them for about 30 bucks. They were a little higher back in the day. I think I paid maybe 35 for mine. Still worth that, but much better at 30 bucks because that's cheaper. The blade itself is high carbon steel, 13.5 inch cutting edge here, 19.5 inches overall in total length. The weight, the machete itself is 19.4 ounces is what it says on the website. With the sheath, it's 25.4 ounces, so not bad. We'll talk about that all in a second, whatnot, show you the sheath. But blade itself, well, let's start down here. It, of course, has this excellent, in my mind, rubberized Bear Grylls grip here by Gerber. This is what I would say is probably the Generation 1 style. It's got the more frequent, less deep ribbing on it compared to the newer line they've just come out with. Not of this machete, but of the little compact fixed blade knife and all that. I like this one better overall. Good, decent grip. Even if you got big hands, this is going to hold real well. Unless you have really small hands, this is fine. This is very nice, very good for wet conditions, sweaty, hot, high humidity, etc. Very nice. Obviously, in the Blaze Orange Bear Grylls colors, which a lot of you guys badmouth, but honestly, it's a good thing. The lanyard on the back side is a little different. I really wish this had just some standard cordage on it, but this is something new that Gerber seems to be doing. Just like the Gerber Gator I did a review on, this thing isn't meant to slip your wrist through. You slide it up over the blade, like so, and then you can grip it like so as a guard safety from slipping out of your hand. I don't know how much I like that, guys. It's okay, it's fine, nothing wrong with it. I think I just prefer a standard old piece of paracord or something off the backside. Personally, just a little odd. Nothing wrong with it, just a little odd. Got two rivets here, the base and up here. Obviously full tang construction. Seems to be sturdy, doesn't look like it's going anywhere, the grips anyway. I think I can abuse this thing as much as I need to and have abused my other one just fine. Now, being a Parang, a little different than your standard machete, it's got quite the belly to it. It's almost a scimitar or something. Good thing about this is that as you swing it, the blade is going to contact your target material while your hands are still safely away. So this is going to hit before your hand does, no matter what you're chopping into. So that's a little safety feature there. Just different. Again, obviously, slashing options here are infinite, but no real point on it. You can't stab with it. But again, it's a machete. It's not what it's for. Like this blade, very durable, very nice. Got this finish on it here, just like the rest of the Gerber Bear Grylls line, just for a little bit of corrosion resistance and for looks too, I'm assuming. But comes quite sharp for most of my machetes, comparatively. I like it. I like this. Use the other one a lot in the backyard and just messing around. Do I have other machetes I like better, like the Condors? Yeah, I like my Condors. I love my Condors, but for something I can pick up at Walmart or other big box stores, this is a great machete to start with. Far better than any of your cheap Walmart brand Coleman's or Outdoor Supply and all that type of stuff from your big box stores. This is a much nicer item here. This is great. Again, you got to get used to the angle on this thing a little bit if you're used to your standard kind of straight machete, but you'll love it. It's great stuff. I've had no problems with mine at all. Works very well. Again, you just got to get used to the swing of things catching at a slightly different time than your standard machete. Very fast, very reasonable for general use. You're not going to wear yourself out with this thing. Fairly easy to resharpen. Again, this is my quote clean version I have not used. Has Gerber and the little Bear Grylls signature down here. no problems there. Great little blade for 30 bucks. Let's move on to the sheath here. Nylon sheath, nothing fancy, but durable. It's going to be okay. We'll switch these up here. You've got your Velcro little strap here for the upper part of the blade. You got 2 snaps, which hold it in fairly well, with some Velcro between that, so that's a nice bonus. It's not going to slip out on you particularly easily. Of course, it's got Bear Grylls on it, and the BG anyway here at the bottom, and you've got the little Gerber Bear Grylls here at the top. I'll show you a little bit close up on this. Not sure quite what that's for, other than just looks. Riveted fairly well. I think this is going to hold up fairly nicely. As far as belt attachments, you've just only got this basic belt loop on the back side, so only basically one way to carry it. Really primarily made for left side carry, in my mind. Just the way I carry a blade, because I'm right-handed. Nothing wrong there. On the back side, you've got this little survival guide here. Don't know how useful that is, and I honestly don't know how well this is going to hold up in long-term use. At least it's going to be against your leg and all, so it's not going to get torn off too easily. Getting close right there. I'm not going to read it all in this direction, but basically it's got your Alpine rescue signals for whistle signals and all of that. It's got your aerial rescues for yes and no and need medical help and radio and all of that. All your basic signaling in case you happen to be in a location situation where you need that. I don't think that's a big deal. That's okay. I guess it's a nice addition. Really don't care if they're not. I don't live in high alpine conditions where anybody's going to likely send out a chopper for me. But if I lived out in Colorado or somewhere and was hiking, yeah, that might be nice. Like the rest of the Bear Grylls line, comes with the Priorities of Survival little fold-out pamphlet there. That's okay. Not a big deal, but nice. So there's the blade. There's your sheath. Sheath is decent. Again, not high-end, but again, this is a $30 machete. Much better than your store-bought stuff, like I said before. There's some better machetes out there for more price, for 40 or 50, 60 bucks. But again, for 30 bucks in your standard big box store, this is nice. This is very nice. This is going to do what you need it to for basic clearing in just about any kind of situation. Nothing wrong with it at all. I like it a lot, and again, compared to a lot of machetes, the grips are fantastic. Only grips I found are better are the Gerber Gator, but the problem with the Gerber Gator, it's dull as heck. I hate the steel on that. Just don't like the blade. It did have the little saw back on the backside, which was nice, but that was 20 bucks. This was 30. This is a better blade overall compared to that Gerber Gator or anything else in this little price point, I think. Maybe spend a little bit more if you want to on a Condor line with sheath. It's going to run you maybe 50 bucks with the sheath on it. Love the Condors too, but for a basic price, there's nothing wrong with this one. This will get the job done and get somebody into bushcraft and machete use. So there we go, Bear Grylls Parang Machete. Andy Prepper, out.